What is yours?
Gosh.
It's tough.
So, first off, it's difficult for a fan of a school to appreciate other teams' traditions.
Yeah.
They really have to be good for you to go, that's cool. Because most of the time you're just like, that's so lame. It's so dumb, Like you guys roll toilet paper over trees like you're a bunch of high schoolers. What's wrong with you? So, it's tough. And for me, a lot of what makes college football great, like the traditions are just like the stadiums and the bands and, like is LSU's band playing the first four notes of Hold That Tiger? Is that a tradition? Because if it is, that's on my list.
I think that counts.
So then that's on my list because it's absolutely cool. The stadium, the way it just comes to life when they hear those notes, it is something to behold for sure for me. So that, my wife would tell you that to put this on the list because she is a band nerd, but the script Ohio and dotting the I. I mean, the first time she saw that, she was mesmerized. She was like, you have no idea how hard it is to not only spell words, but make them move like that. That is a lot of practice going on there. And I was like, okay, well then it's a cool tradition. And another thing for traditions, like I love rivalry trophies. We talked about it a few weeks ago. I love all the Big Ten trophies. I love Floyd of Rosedale. I love Paul Bunyan's axe. Obviously, I love the Golden Egg. But, that's one thing here in the South, like our rivalries, there's not a lot of trophies. You have the boot for LSU Arkansas, but that thing's going to kill somebody one day. That's like a 250-pound, guillotine waiting to happen on somebody's neck. And they took away the bourbon barrel from Kentucky and Tennessee. So, I mean, there's just not a lot of great trophies down here in the South. The egg might be the best one.
It's the best one in the South, I think.
Yeah. The hedges at Georgia. I mean, I don't know if that's a tradition or not, but I count it. I when I hear between the hedges, I know what I'm doing, right? Yeah. I know we're watching a Georgia game. Okay. I like that. So that, those are just some of them. Maybe it's not the tradition. Maybe tradition's not the right word for what I love about it. It's the pageantry. I love that word, by the way. The pageantry of college football. So, but that's what a lot of what it is. You see the fans tailgating out there and all their colors and all. You see the walking into the stadium, and everybody has their own little thing that they like to do before they get into the stadium, or what time. Some people are like, "Hey, I have a time that I get into the stadium, and if I'm not there, they're going to lose at that time. I got to be there at that time." So, all those little things combined are what makes college football great for me. So, it's tough just to pick certain things from certain schools, because I love them all so very much.
Loved that answer. That was a great answer.
Thank you.
My number one, and it's new, but it's...
Somebody said I forgot the Magnolia Bowl trophy. No, I didn't.
No, absolutely not. That thing needs to be set on fire. My favorite, it's new, but it's beautiful. It's the Iowa Wave. It is just so stinking cool. When the kids are up there on one of the highest floors of the Children's Hospital, and they've got signs, and they've got these big like foam fingers, but they're full hands with LED lights around them, so they can wave back and people can actually see them through the windows. That is beautiful, and they do it every game. And truly, it is beautiful when everybody in that stadium stops and turns to those kids up there that are fighting for their lives, and they wave at them, and it makes their day. It's incredible. Number two is the Script Ohio. The precision in which that band operates is shocking. Like, they look like drones. It's perfect. And love that. That's just, as you said, the pageantry of college football. Where else could you get a bunch of band nerds that could have 105,000 people standing and appreciating every step that they take like that? And then when the sousaphone, it's not a tuba, apparently, when they do that weird walkout thing, and all that is just so incredible. The running down the hill at Clemson, I think, is my number three. When they've got on the video board the buses going from the locker room around the stadium, and they touch Howard's Rock, and they run down that hill. The balloons are kind of goofy to me.
Howard's Rock is a good one, yeah.
I love that. The lone trumpeter at Georgia, I wish they would play longer. It's only just a few notes. I wish they would play longer, but when you've got
that's a cool one though.
That one rules. and then anything involving animals. So the Run Ralphie Run, I even like the Sooner Schooner, even though it's a goofy little trailer. I love that. Anytime an animal is taking the field with the team, all of them, you put them all into one, and I love every single one of them that rules. So that's my top 5, I think. And you could probably, we'll see one on the text line, Army-Navy postgame. See, that's another just incredible college football thing where you just don't get that in any other sport. Sing Second, where after the game, all those, what is it, so 85 plus 85, 170 young men who aren't going to play in the pros, who aren't getting NIL money, who have signed up to possibly die for us, are singing the fight songs, some crying with joy, others crying in sadness, and then they'll soon buy. All that is just is awesome.
Bubba from Meridian's got one I should have mentioned. Chief Osceola and the Flaming Spear.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
That's really cool. We get this text. Number 1, The Grove. Hey, I graduated from Ole Miss. Number 2, band pregame at LSU. Number 3, this is a good one. This is the kind of stuff that Haydad's talking about, just goofy college football stuff. At Texas Tech, they throw tortillas. When they score touchdowns, the students buy like $1.30 packs of tortillas and throw them up in the air. I think they're flour because they're big. Okay. And then they're white.
Okay.
But the
corn wouldn't have the same viscosity for a throw. I don't think.
And they fall apart easier. So
yeah, you don't want that.
He said number 4, dotting the I at Ohio State. Number 5, watching Bama fans collapse after a loss.
It's not a tradition if you only get to see it once every 2 years. That's not a tradition. You got to see it every game.
We get 1, the Texas A&M fans swaying. Yeah, saw varsity's horns off because they're singing about Texas. Because they're weird. But that is a cool visual.
Sandman. I like Enter Sandman, but here's the thing. Everybody has an entrance. Some entrances may be cooler than others, but everybody has an entrance. The Ole Miss comes out to it's not Cashmere, it's the remix of that song. I think Puff Daddy did it.
Yeah.
State comes out to For Whom the Bell Tolls. Everybody has a song that they come out to. So, like, I love Enter Sandman, and it's cool. If you were to say it's one of the best entrances, yes, but is it a tradition? It's not a tradition if everybody else has a version of it.
It's an interesting
point. To
me,
anyway.
I think you might get some dissension on the text line, but it's well stated.
I might, but it just is what it is.
Somebody says West Virginia burning couches is their favorite tradition. Okay. Yeah, and then the next message, isn't there someone that burns mattresses? It's whatever they can get their hands on at West Virginia. They'll light it on fire.
Whatever piece of furniture they can find.
Somebody says the Sonic Boom. That's Calvin and Tupelo at Jackson State. That's a good one. Just everything they do.
Yeah. But again, everybody has a band. Now, is the Sonic Boom the best band? Yeah, sure. You got no problem getting that out of me. But is a band a tradition? No.
But something that the band does can be. Just
So the Script Ohio is, but yeah.
David says the Auburn Eagle. Now, knowing now that he's okay, that video of that bird flying into the window, it makes me laugh every time I
It's great. It's great.
That
if you don't laugh, that happened against State, too. That's funny.
And then the noise, just the boom. Is great. And then he keeps flying. He finishes the flight.
A guy today, as I was at Kroger, ran into a light pole. Just ran into it, backed up, parked his car, went in the grocery store. It didn't faze him. But it made a similar noise to that eagle hitting the window. And all that. By the way, we haven't mentioned the greatest tradition. We haven't mentioned the greatest tradition in all of college football. The cowbell.
The cowbell.
Come on. Come on.
That's up to you. You're supposed to mention that, like right off the cuff.
Exactly. No, I wanted to save it for last. So we got to go to the break now. No more traditions to mention. We've mentioned the greatest one, so we'll just finish it up here. Okay, great stuff.